Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had so many questions. How do we record an episode? Where do we find background music? How do we get our show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places that people like to listen? And where do we find advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. Anchor makes it simple to get up and running. You can upload and schedule your podcast ahead of time. It publishes to all the major podcast platforms. You can easily check your stats. I could go on, but instead, why don't you go and get started? Go to anchor.fm/start to join the e-commerce minute and a diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. We can't wait to hear your podcast.
It's the E-commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's E-commerce Minute episode 337.
In today's episode, Target offers free 2-day shipping for holidays.
Target may have just become the easiest place to shop for the holidays. As the season approaches, Target is looking to one-up its main competitors, Amazon and Walmart. As we've reported, the retailer has made a significant investment in its supply chain leading up to the holidays. So Target has announced they will offer free 2-day shipping on hundreds of thousands of items from Target.com. There's no minimum purchase required, but all items must be ordered between November 1st and December 22nd to qualify. To make that process work efficiently, CEO Brian Cornell said the company will ship items from stores. The company currently fulfills about 50% of digital orders from inventory at its stores and plans to increase that to 90%. The retailer is also expanding its drive-up service to nearly 1,000 locations across the U.S. by the end of the month. The service allows customers to order online, then have their packages brought to their car by store employees within an hour. Target will also offer same-day delivery on 55,000 items in 200 markets with their delivery service Shipt, which the company acquired last year for $550 million. And to fill the void left by the absence of Toys R Us, Target said they will dedicate nearly 250,000 square feet of space to its new toy business across 500 stores, allowing guests to shop for more than 2,500 new and exclusive toys. Merry Christmas.
Oh,
Already.
I know.
Not already. It's what's the date? October 31st.
It's just Halloween, my friend. And we're already on the talk of holidays, so this is kind of crazy.
You know how fast time goes. That's what kills me.
But soon enough, we can be 2019. We got 2 months to go. That's it.
All right. I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse, but
sometimes better. Anyway, let's talk about this.
Let's talk about the strategy and why they're doing this.
I think it's great. I mean, they have to hit up that, right? Like 2-day shipping. I mean, in some areas, couldn't they just deliver like that day?
With the Shipt service, they can.
Right.
But I guess this is for people who do not live in any Shipt area.
Gotcha.
And I think it's a good strategy from doing this fulfillment from the stores because obviously shorter delivery times. Because when any good e-commerce store, they're going to ask you where you're from before you even dive into shopping. Target does a good job of that. I think the thing is that everyone expects free shipping. So this isn't going to be met by a parade in the street. It's going to be met with, well, of course they are. Of course. So that's the danger in this is that everyone expects the free shipping. And if that ever goes away, then there goes your customers,
Yeah. I mean, but the 2-day free shipping, right? Like when is that going to ever go away?
It's probably never going to go away. That's
true. Got Amazon for you.
Yeah, well, it's the Amazon effect. The problem is still, you could say, okay, I'm going to look at Target because of their shipping, but how do people search for things online? If you're shopping for something, where do you go first?
Amazon first.
Go to Amazon. So that's always going to be the problem. That's always going to be the challenge for any e-commerce business. And it's not going to change anytime soon.
No, but if you go, Amazon prices aren't always the greatest, right? So 2-day free shipping for Target, if they have a better price, is totally up,
Which leads, yes, totally agree with that. And I agree with you. I don't think it's like the old days where it's like, look at what Amazon has and oh my God, it's so cheap. People are just lazy. That's why everyone goes to Amazon first.
Yeah, I mean, to tell you the truth, like at least it's also like trustworthy, right? Like I look at sometimes I'm like, and we do this for a living, so I look at a site and I go, do I want to order from these guys?
Yeah,
or just go to Amazon,
Yeah, and that's a real shame for some of these businesses that don't do a good job of building trust. That's someone should do a seminar on that, how to build trust with customers. Because you're right, you could have a great product, but if your site looks dodgy and shifty and is kind of half broken, why am I going to spend my money there, even if I have to pay $2 more at Amazon or Target or anywhere else? The advantage that Target has, we always say this, is that they don't call them clients or customers, they call them guests. Target guests are hyper loyal. The old joke is I went to Target to buy Q-tips, and $100 later I came home. That's just the way it is. People love Target, and it's hard for them to find reasons not to go there. So I think they're going to be in a great position for that, for Target shoppers. And they're doing a lot of things with. We just talked last week about the Smartly brand launch, which is a great thing. So what I think they're trying to do is they're trying to go up against Amazon, who has their Amazon Basics, and trying to get people away from the Amazon habit. That's big uphill battle. I don't think that's something that's going to be won easily, but I think this is one step in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess what Target did is they figured that even if someone orders a bunch of small things, it's still worth the risk to build up the loyalty and get people to keep shopping there. I guess we'll have to take a look at the numbers after the holidays and see what happens after that.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be interesting.
Yeah. So you know what? I might do a little shopping on Target this year.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything else to add?
No, that's it, my friend.
All right. That's your E-commerce Minute for today. Full show notes are at ecommerceminute.co. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe, or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the E-commerce Minute on your Amazon device. Just add E-commerce Minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion, or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.